Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drop.
So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Got his man quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are tonight.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Offense gets set for second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Takes the easy one to the back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You can't hear yourself think on third. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 clash. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, Lem.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's right on target.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season. Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Holstein. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Keeps the legs moving. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Clemson jumps to the line. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now from inside the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
He's going for a big play downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Running through contact. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They move the tight end all over it. Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard-hitting tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
He's back to throw on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He lets it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You see more and more of this in college football. They hand it off in the jet sweep on short yardage. This time the defense was not fooled at all. They were locked in, get the receiver to the ground. No first down for you.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here's the handoff. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Holstein. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of...
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. 1st and 10 from their own 17. They'll give it to him again. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Clemson is quick to the line. On the run, it's Haynes. He breaks a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense, and I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the move. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff. It's Green. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Clemson jumps to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42-0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made big plays, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed,